Hey, how's it going, super friends? I am Memo Sebo. Thanks for watching the vid. And yes, it's me, dude. I'm back in the YouTubes. Big year, DC projects, Marvel projects, and that's why I wanted to come back, give you my thoughts in it. And what a way to come back, because I have my fellow friend, my fellow webhead, one of the biggest Spidey fans I know in the business, in the internet, is Evan. Evan, how you doing, man? Thanks for being the vid.
What is up, Memo? Thank you for having me. I'm honored to be a part of this
Oh
awesome
man,
collab.
me too.
And of course, if you guys want to keep up all up to date and all awesome Marvel DC stuff, go subscribe to Memo because he is the guy that you got to go to. He's the
Thanks,
best.
man. And just the vice versa, just the other way around. If you're into Spidey, if you're a big webhead, Evan is probably one of the biggest Spidey heads I know, dude. So go check out his YouTube channel. His link is gonna be down in the description box below. So go check him out. Evan, what are we doing today, man?
We are going to do a huge, awesome trailer discussion, breakdown, and overall thoughts of Spider-Man: Far From Home. It just
Yep.
released like a few hours ago at the time of this recording.
Yep.
We all saw it. We both saw it in its glory,
Hmm.
and we're gonna talk about what we thought of the trailer, point out some cool scenes in it, and where we think the trailer could lead into the movie, and where we think the movie is gonna go, given what we saw in the trailer.
Yeah, sounds nice. So before we just break down the video itself, the trailer itself, just quick thoughts on the first movie and expectations for this sequel. Just like quick, just two sentences, three sentences. What you think of the
Yeah.
first one?
For me, I really was blown away when they actually introduced Spider-Man in the MCU with Civil War. I mean,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
freaked out. I think we all freaked out when we all saw that.
Hmm.
And Homecoming itself, I do have some little tiny issues with it, but I think overall the MCU did a good job of implementing Spidey as his own character in that universe within Homecoming, and Vulture was great too. And of
Yeah, yeah.
course, in Infinity War, I think that was where he shined the most, I think, where he
Hmm.
interacted with the Avengers. And of course, the snap got rid of him from Thanos. And I believe this Far From Home takes place after Avengers
Yeah.
Endgame, which is why he's back and Peter, survived the snap or
That's
whatever
that.
happens in Avengers leads into this. But I
Hmm.
think overall, I really like Tom Holland as Spider Man, and I think he's going to do another great job as him in this movie.
Yeah, I agree with that. The first movie for me, I really liked it. I didn't think it was like super good. I think the hype was justified, but I think this one, just from the trailer, is way bigger. Like I'm
Mm-hmm.
super excited to see what's going on with all the characters, all the new introductions and stuff like that. And you just talked about the snap, and yes, this one is going to be after Infinity War. So I hope they address the comeback, Spidey's
Yeah.
comeback in the beginning of the movie, because it's gonna be really weird. Like watching all the movie without the explanation of the snap, it's gonna be weird. So I hope that gets addressed. Um, how about we begin with the vid from the early sequences? Like
Of
the
course.
first, we are talking about the teaser trailer or the international one? Because
I actually only have seen the standard teaser trailer. I know
okay,
that like the international one gives like a couple new snippets of footage,
yeah,
but
yeah,
this normal trailer actually gave a lot away. Not like the whole movie, but just
yeah,
like it showed more than I was expecting, honestly.
way more.
And that actually really surprised me seeing everything go down pretty much
Hmm.
uh, in this trailer.
Yeah, the first thing we see is Spidey in his new suit, the
Yes.
red and black suit. So popular the suit was back in the 90s. I think with the if you're a big fan of the comics and you've read for all the viewers, if you read the old Spidey comic from the 90s, this suit was almost interchangeable with the blue and the red
Yeah.
one, and it has the wings, the Spidey wings that Steve Ditko did.
We love the pits, the web
the
pits.
pits, the web pits, and it's like it's made like sporadic appearances here and there, but now we get it as a big staple in the movie. You think he's going to be using this one a lot?
I think so. I mean, we see, I guess later on that he has the standard Stark suit, the red and blue
Yeah.
one,
Hmm.
and then he gets this black and white one. And I think it's going to be like an upgrade. It's probably going to have some new little, added gadgets and trinkets that'll make it different from the red and blue one. But I
Hmm.
really do like the overall like Ditko inspiration and just Jack Kirby design that they go with the stylized web pattern and the eye
Yeah.
lenses and the web pit greatness. And shout out, of course, to Of course, as you see behind me, Spider-Man PS4 with the
Oh
implementation of the
yeah.
white spider logo on the back. Little nod to that. I love it. And I really like this, I think, more than the standard Stark suit that we see in Homecoming and
Oh, you
in
like it more?
Civil War. I think I do like it more. I'm a huge sucker for really cool, sleek red and black designs like
Yeah, me too, dude.
Miles Morales' costume or the
Mm-hmm.
Superior Spider-Man costume
Yeah, I
or
was
the
just gonna
Alcatraz
mention
suit.
that one.
Yeah. And this just looks like just so like beautiful, like glorious. The
I
white,
think it gives him like a more mature look also. Like you can
yeah,
take him more seriously with the black. I don't know, maybe I don't know. It's
it
weird.
really pops more than the
Yeah,
red and blue one. It's just like
it's cool.
it's I don't want to say iconic, but it's definitely like up there. Like it looks
Yeah,
really, really awesome.
sure. After the sequence with the new suit, we get a nice comedy bit with Aunt May and Happy Hogan.
Yeah, I was not expecting that, honestly.
Yeah, me neither. I was like, Happy Hogan is also into Aunt May?
Yeah,
Okay.
everyone is hitting on Aunt May in
Yeah,
this
and
universe.
the movies, I actually like it that the movies are leaning hard into the Aunt May is hot now, you know, the thing,
Yeah,
which is
they
when,
are
yeah.
embracing it fully.
And the check, I didn't see the check, but I don't know if it's a big thing. But Happy is carrying a big check, probably because Aunt May, now that she knows that Peter is Spider-Man, she's helping with
Right.
the homeless, with the shelters and stuff like that. I thought it was really cool. Like she's like going to homeless charities and shelters, and she's like bringing money and helping with the activities.
Yeah,
Just like the comics or the animated series, that she's not just an old lady anymore. She's actually helping the community, and that's really cool.
I really think that's a much better suited role for May, like her being more active
Yeah.
as a character, interacting with Peter and the wider Marvel universe. And
Mhm.
when you mention the check, if you look closely, it's signed by Pepper Potts for a total of five
Oh,
hundred thousand dollars. So I guess Pepper is either running Stark Industries or like her own
hmm,
company or something, and she's helping out with these homeless shelters, giving back to society or something. So that's really,
that's
really
great.
cool
Yeah.
that she is interacting with the Spider-Man kind of characters like Aunt May and Peter's world and how that's all going to connect. And
Hmm.
yeah, Happy with Aunt May is something I was not expecting at all. Like it kind of took me by surprise. I still don't know how I feel about it.
Yeah.
I love Marissa Tomei. I love Jon Favreau. Them together, I guess I need to see more of that because right
Yeah.
now I'm not really feeling the chemistry,
Yeah.
but
We
I'm
got to
sure
see
maybe
actual
later
scenes.
on it'll happen better or
Hmm.
something. But it's interesting for sure.
Talking about couples, what about MJ? That now in this trailer they making
Yeah.
it seem like they're gonna get together. What do you think about that?
Yeah, like in Homecoming, they showed off Zendaya as Michelle, who
Yeah.
again is like, oh, my friends call me MJ.
MJ.
So now she's, I guess, technically the canon version of Mary
Of him.
Jane
Yeah.
in the MCU.
Hmm.
And what my issue is that I don't think we got enough of her in Homecoming for me to form an opinion about her relationship
I
with Peter.
agree.
Same thing with Happy Hogan and Aunt May.
Hmm.
That brief part in the trailer didn't really sell me on their chemistry. Same thing with Tom Holland and Zendaya with that kind of awkward conversation, like, "Oh, you look really pretty," like, "Oh, you're really pretty too." Like, okay,
That
so
was weird,
it's
dude.
yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's very high
Like
schooly,
they're trying
awkward.
to make it happen, like
Yeah,
literally. Like if you guys
exactly.
didn't think in Homecoming, if you didn't feel this connection, now we're gonna make you feel it, and
Yeah.
that's what I think they're doing.
Now I'm sure they'll definitely like give a huge highlight point for Peter and MJ in
Yeah.
Far From Home. Right now, it seems like, and like what we've seen in the set videos, like Spider-Man is swinging around with her.
Uh
So
huh.
maybe she'll
Yeah.
eventually learn that Peter is Spider-Man, or maybe she already knows. And then maybe he might have to try and protect her from like the elementals that are going around the trailer. Who knows? But I think that'll be really cool to see how their relationship expands in the
Yeah.
movie.
You made a great segue, my friend. The Elementals.
Hey,
It's a
that's what
big
I'm here for. No,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
kidding.
Evan Filarca, the transition man. The Elementals, dude, they're a big group of villains from
Yeah,
the comics.
they're huge.
When I first saw what looked like Sandman, I was like, is that Sandman?
Yeah,
I don't know. But then they introduced Hydro Man, and that was
yeah.
like, Hydro Man's gonna be the movie. Shit, dude, it's gonna be really cool. And then they introduced also, I forgot the name of a fire elemental. Do you know
Molten
it?
Man.
Okay, Molten Man. Yeah. So they showed three of the four because we still need the wind one.
Right.
So maybe the elementals are coming in playing with Mysterio. Do you think Mysterio is gonna do some like bringing the villains to play and then he saves the day? Looks like a hero, stuff like that.
Exactly. Yeah, that great point too. That's a current theory that's going on. It's not
Mm.
technically spoilers since it's a theory,
Yeah,
but
it's a
one
theory.
thing that people are speculating is that since Mysterio makes all these awesome hallucinations and optical illusions that Spider-Man has to fight,
Yeah.
he people are speculating that the elementals are creatures that Mysterio has made from illusions that people are just seeing him like manifest, and he's fighting them, quote unquote, to
Quote
make
unquote.
himself look like a hero instead
Yeah.
of Spider-Man, and he's like undermining Spider-Man. So if they do that, and then they have like a cool back and forth kind of drama dynamic with the hero complex between Mysterio and Spider-Man, I think that would work out really cool. If they're
Hmm.
just random creatures fighting in London, I don't know how I would feel about that, because
Yeah.
what's their backstory, where they come from?
Yeah.
Are
We
we
kind
going
of
to get a
expect.
lot of
Yeah.
time with them? Like, are they going to be throwaway villains?
Hmm.
I hope not, but I hope that they actually do have some really cool moments in the movie.
And that's the thing, what you just said. We kind of expect something now. So we kind of expecting
Yeah,
a connection between all these characters. It will be really bad if they're just like, oh, a random Hydra Man appeared, get him. And
yeah,
then Mysterio's
e-
there.
exactly. And I don't think it would make um, their roles justified in the film if they're
Hmm.
there just for, a giant big
Yeah.
CGI monster fighting
Yeah.
another big CGI monster or a
Mm.
character. So like, I really hope that their reasoning for being there is really relevant within the story, and that they
Mhm.
do have really good moments with
Yeah.
Spider-Man and Mysterio.
What did you think of Mysterio's look, his design, his costume?
Woo! I mean, for me, that's the highlight of the trailer for me.
Hell
Like, I
yeah,
was
dude.
waiting for it too. Like, where is our boy Donnie Darko, Jake Gyllenhaal gonna pop up? And I was waiting,
Old
and it happened.
fishbowl
Like,
head.
ooh, exactly, good old fishbowl head. Ooh, that fishbowl is the highlight of the whole
Is a
trailer.
highlight. I didn't think we were gonna see the actual fishbowl head, but then
Yeah,
yeah, the sequence came out. I'm like, dude, it actually looks freaking comic booky great.
it
I
does.
like
Like
it.
the cape and the purple
Yeah,
and the green illusion stuff.
really well
It's gonna
designed.
be awesome.
I loved it.
Um, I think definitely like they took inspiration from the comic design,
Yeah.
and also from I think the '90s Spider-Man show as well. They obviously kept the classic fishbowl while also modernizing the look to try and make him not menacing, but like more, realistic, in the sense that he does have like armor plating, and it can also be used to conduct the optical illusions and
Yeah.
stuff, and the magic that he has. So I
Mhm.
think his design's awesome, and I know for a fact that Jake Gyllenhaal is gonna kill it as
Yeah,
Quicksilver.
dude.
He's gonna be
As an
awesome.
actor, I have no doubts on Jake. He's really cool. But you
Yeah.
know what? You also did a subtle transition there because you
Ooh,
mentioned you mentioned the series, the animated series back in the day. Well, this one is more of a modern series, Ultimate Spider-Man.
yeah,
Also the Ultimate Spider-Man comics. Nick Fury in the series as well as this movie, by what we can tell with the trailer, he's keeping tabs on Spidey
yeah,
because yeah, he wants Spidey to eventually join Shield and become a Shield agent. So it's really cool. I found it that he's like, "Yo, Spider-Man, you ready? Because you're gonna be doing this and that. Hope you're ready, man. Step up." And I really like that.
yeah.
They're doing the parallels.
He's exactly like, and one of my favorite stories from the Ultimate Comics is the Venom saga, where,
Hmm.
of course, Eddie Brock and Spider Man have this big falling out between the
Yeah.
symbiote and everything. And at the end of it, where Peter gets rid of the symbiote, he contacts Nick Fury and just kind of has this big talk with him. And he's basically saying what you're saying, like, listen, kid, you don't really understand what's going on right now, but
Yeah.
you will when you're older. You can be on the same level as Iron Man and these other really popular and really big time heroes, and you can
Hmm.
be like that. So I do think in the movie, whatever happens after Endgame, I think Nick Fury will be there to see, oh, well, the Avengers are off doing their own thing. Spider-Man is a great turning point to try and,
Yeah.
shift this younger generation of heroes and try and morph them like the Avengers are, like really high quality heroes. And
Hmm.
I think Nick Fury is going to be a really great relationship between Peter and Nick. I think that's going to be really cool to see be played out.
Yeah, and now you mentioned a black suit with Pete, but this is not the black
Yeah.
suit we all wanted to see, and maybe some people wanted to see the symbiote, but we got the stealth suit.
Yeah.
Now this is a black version, a stealthy, a sneaky suit that probably he's gonna be doing a shield mission, maybe undercover mission or a
Yeah.
spy mission. It looks really cool. I like the little animation of the glasses. I like it.
Yeah, coming down.
Yeah.
Very incognito. And yeah,
Mm-hmm.
for me, it definitely looks like a more, I'm looking at a picture of it right now. It definitely looks like a more modern version of like the Spider-Man noir suit, I would say.
Sure. Yeah.
Less fedora, less trench coat, more
Let's
more gray.
zero
Um,
fedora.
but I do like that the stealth suit is implemented within this movie as something different, I guess, because that's
Mm-hmm.
how he's kind of going into Shield, and they're gonna try and like issue him as like kind of like a Shield intern, pretty much, and
Yeah.
then to
Yeah.
see how that works out with him working with Nick Fury. And I guess Mysterio spoilers, because what one of the
Maybe.
trailer descriptions says that Mysterio and Spider-Man may team up to
Yeah.
fight the Elementals and then fight each other. So that's gonna be really interesting.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see that. Also, I think there's a comedy bit that I really liked. Character, like, how can you say it? Focusing on the character of Flash Thompson. That
Yeah.
he says that he respects Spider-Man and he likes him and he's a good neighborhood guy. But then Peter walks in and he's like, "Hey, what's up?" And then the censored version is loser.
Yeah.
So
Very PG.
very
Yeah, like
PG.
I love that they and that I guess also solidifies the theory that Mysterio is going to look like this big hero, and
Hmm.
he's the one creating the illusions because like wow he's like Iron Man and
Yeah,
Thor all rolled up into one, but Flash is like a big time Spidey fanboy, so he's going to be siding with him no matter what, even when there's this new hero in town. And he's like, of course, a jerk to
of
Peter because he
course.
doesn't know he's Spider-Man. He's like, "What's up, loser?" Like, and Peter's like, "Thanks, Flash." Like,
That's really cool,
awesome.
dude.
Oh
Very
man.
nice bit. Anything else that just stand out for you in the trailer, dude?
I would actually say that one shot of the bridge with the crazy like storm cloud over it. I don't know what that
Oh,
is. If
yeah,
that's
yeah, yeah.
like maybe the big battle between Spidey and Mysterio, or maybe one of the other, like you said, like the wind elemental, or maybe
Maybe.
something's going on.
Yeah,
Uh, and yeah, I think that definitely this already I think looks better than Homecoming.
yeah,
I think that already seeing what they're doing with Shield, Mysterio, the Elementals, more humor, and hopefully some more mature parts with Peter after what happened in Infinity War and whatever
yeah,
happens in Endgame. I think that this is definitely going to be a solid step up from what Homecoming was.
yeah. I agree with you. I mean, it just looks way better in scope, in production, just in everything. I think the same director from the first one is here too, right?
Yeah, John
John
Watts
Watts. Yeah,
returned to do the directing.
it looks
Um,
great. It
I
looks
think
great.
same production team as well is on it too, so
Mhm.
it should be pretty good.
Yeah, I also saw a quick shot right now. I remembered of they're rebuilding the Avengers Tower. I don't know
Yeah,
if you saw it. Yeah.
saw that. Yeah,
So maybe a Baxter building.
that'd be so sick. Oh, I
That'd
didn't
be
even
really
think
cool
of
if it
that.
is.
Because that's the thing that the deal with Fox
Uh-huh.
is currently underway. Like it's
Yep.
currently in talks about finalizing and stuff. So I could totally see it as the Baxter Building. I didn't even think of that. Another thing I was thinking of is possibly Oscorp if they do that.
Oh,
If they make,
for the
depending on how big they want to make the Spider-Man portion of the Marvel Universe in the MCU, how big
for
they want
yeah,
to do that, that could be a great new place to put Oscorp
maybe
and
for the
introduce
third film.
Norman. Yeah. If they do
Bring
that
yeah,
or Baxter Building, I'd
that'd be
totally be
crazy.
down for it.
Because now we know that I don't think it's spoilers because Tom Holland said this way long ago that the
Yeah.
Spy is gonna be
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
trilogy of
We
films.
got Homecoming
Mm-hmm.
and the appearances of Spider-Man in Civil War and Infinity War don't count. Those are
Yeah.
just like little implementations of him, but those aren't his own standalone movies.
Mm-hmm.
So like we have Homecoming, Now Far From Home, and then whatever the third one is coming soon. That would be the whole trilogy of Spider-Man in the
Spider-Man 3, I'm back.
I'm
That's what
back.
it is at.
That's the
Far from
official
home.
slogan. I'm back
Well,
home. Uh, That's the
So
best.
yeah, so the trailer, man, I love the trailer. I'm super excited. Next summer can't come really fast enough. It's July 5th.
Nice.
So July 5th theaters. I'm gonna be watching it in IMAX. How about you?
Same. I need to see it in IMAX. I saw um, Homecoming and Venom in IMAX, and they
Mhm.
both looked excellent. I know Venom is
Nice.
not that good in quality, but seeing this Venom kind of transform in IMAX was awesome.
Yeah.
And Homecoming was pretty cool too, with the whole Vulture fight in IMAX as well was
Oh yeah.
rad. So this, with especially a character like Mysterio with all the special effect angles and everything, and the
Yeah.
elementals, should be pretty cool in full CG IMAX glory. So I'm really excited to see how that looks.
Yeah, me too. The Elementals, dude, it's gonna be really cool. So, any last notes on Spidey, on the movie, on the comics? Are you reading any comics right now?
Currently, I was just kind of recapping on Ultimate Spider-Man,
Mm,
some of the more similar stuff that inspires Spider-Man PS4, like the Brand New Day stuff, and kind of
yeah.
like current Marvel one, like Nick Spencer Spider-Man as well. Nothing to relate to Far From Home per se,
Okay.
but I still think that what they're doing, taking inspiration from Mysterio heavily in the Elementals, those are old school villains. So I think if they have a good mix of all these characters well balanced, it should be a pretty good movie.
Yeah.
And I think that with what Homecoming kind of did wrong, or at least not did wrong, but just what people have issues with, is that they kind of made him too reliant on Iron Man,
Yeah.
or at least just trying to make him a pre-Avenger, like he's just kind of a hero in training still at that point. Here, I think this is his time to shine. This is his time to truly come as his own person and
Hmm.
show what differs him from the other Avengers. And I think
Exactly.
it's gonna be really cool to see.
Well said, man. Well said. My friends, I hope you enjoyed this breakdown, this analysis with my friend Evan. Again, Evan, plug in your stuff so people can know where you find you, the Twitter, the YouTube channel.
Well, thank you, Memo. You guys can find me at Evan Filarca on YouTube and Twitter. I cover all Spider-Man news related stuff, mainly Spider-Man PS4.
Oh
And
yeah.
if you're hyped for Far From Home, give a like to Memo Sebo's awesome video. Go subscribe to him because he'll
Thanks.
keep you all up to date on everything awesome related to Marvel, DC,
Oh yeah.
and more.
Now the reviews are back, friends. The comic book reviews and news commentary. So I'm gonna go hard in the paint this year again. Thank you, Evan, again for being in the video, and I hope we do more collabs, man, because this is fun. And talking to
Totally.
you about it, it's
This is
crazy.
super fun. I'm honored to be a part of it, dude. Thank you for inviting me to do this. This is an awesome, awesome video. I'm happy to be a part of. And Far From Home can't come any sooner. I'm ready.
Really, dude. See you in the theaters July 5th. Thanks for watching again, and we'll see you later.
Bye.